Need to fix this knife. I can do better. One more. There it is. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler, and today we are going to be, I talked about it in the unboxing, and I figured I'd just do a quick separate video on it. I'm going to be taking this apart just to look at the construction, because it's so simple, it's kind of like, hey, check me out. And then I'm going to be putting it on my work keys, and then we're going to call it a day. So this is just going to show you the internals of the mini Elementum. Now, I already know what to anticipate, and I think you guys too, but it's just kind of fun because this thing's so ridiculously tiny, but it's going to be so easy to take apart. It has one screw in the sandwich construction that we got going on that goes all the way through both scales. So very, very easy. Here's this tiny little screw. And then it has a T8 for the pivot, which is hilarious. And I would imagine if this is a keychain knife, this might get even dirtier than a normal knife because sometimes you just toss your keys, right? So this is the lock bar and the actual, the lock face side of it. Very, very kind of, actually there's a lot of intricacies going in here. So this knife is 40 bucks, and I wondered why it was $40. Make sure to let you guys know. See, that's steel. It does kind of look like titanium, and it's so little, like it's almost like, is it? So, nice little detent there. So despite actually being like micro, and even though you might say, what, that's 40 bucks? I don't know that I'm mad about the price and taking it apart and actually seeing this. There was actually work done on the inside, right? So that's a little crazy. It does have an internal stop pin in the blade, which is built into both of the scales, so that's very nice. And then you have these cute little bearings. That's all. Look at those cute little bearings. Let's take out the pivot here. And then you, oh, that's even cool. So on the copper side, or the brass side, whatever this is, I think it's rub copper, you have a stainless steel, which I'm not even going to try to take out. It's seated in there pretty well. Race for the bearings. So that's what your bearings are going to ride on, so they're not going to eat away on that copper. Very cool. All in all, like this construction, this is the knife itself taken apart. All in all, this construction's not bad. I'm not mad at this construction at all. I think it's actually a cool little keychain knife, and I'm going to be putting it on my work stuff. So let's get this little guy back together real quick. I was going to Loctite it because this is a knife that, you know, you're going to be banging around, and so I anticipate actually kind of coming loose on you a little bit. But let's find out. I don't have any Loctite available. I have it somewhere else that's not here. So let's get that pivot to seat in there just right. Let's get these bearings on here just right. Let's add a little bit of, I don't have my KPL, but I do have some Benchmade Blue Lube. Give it a little dabble, do ya? Little dabble, do ya? All right. Now I'm going to put the blade in here. Boop, boop, boop. And there. I love this internal like stop construction for something so small, because something so small like this, you're gonna be like, man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, you know, because you got all these tiny parts. Like you almost need tweezers to put this thing together. It's kind of like putting a ship together in a bottle. But the internal construction means that you have one less part that's free floating, and that's, I like that. We might have to seat that back in there better, but we'll just set it there for now. One little, two little, three little. All right, we'll take that out. I'll put that in afterwards. Let's just get that. Where are we not seating? Let's make sure that pivot's on there, right? Oh, yep, pivot came a little loose. There we go. The pivot is no longer loose, but it does want to fall back out. So, let's see if we can do this open in hand. I don't recommend doing it this way with any other knife, but this one I feel semi-comfortable in just putting in my hand and going to town here. I'm doing it off screen, sorry. Now let's just get this slightly snugged up. There we go. Okay. Next, let's put the barrel spacer in the back. And then all you have to do left is feed the screw through. Line it with the barrel spacer so that it falls. I made it sound easy. I thought it was going to be easy. What are we doing here? What am I doing with my life? All right. Dad, what am I doing with my life? I don't know, son. You wasted it. All right. There we go. So there's that. Let's make sure that this went back together as solid as it did the first time. No back and forth. Sorry, son is playing with the TV. Let's shut this door. All right, no back and forth. It's not quite centered this time. It went a little too far. Hold on, buddy. Okay, so the action's pretty snappy. It's a little bit more snappy with that oil in there. And the blade is perfectly centered. Now, I am going to take it one step further, put a little drop of blue lube on the detent ball. Should have put that on the track when I was open. And, ooh, yeah, look at that action. It's so tiny it has no force going down. And plus, you can't help but touch that lock bar. So, very little. This is cool. You're probably not going to try to go for that drop shot. I don't think it's going to happen. There you go. All right, next. I'm going to do this off screen because I suck with these things. There you go. So there is the ring, and it does go through both because the way you have it is you have like a little cutout there and a little cutout there, so it's going to sit like this. That makes a lot more sense. Now, the way I'm going to do this, because this makes the most sense for me, is I'm just going to slap it on through my carabiner so that I can take it off if I need it. But basically, this is what it's going to look like on your keys. It's a little bit heavier than a lot of stuff, but I mean, I think it's sweet. That is super cool. So here is, once again, your Civivi Elementum Mini. It should be called a micro. This isn't a mini. This isn't a small version. This is a micro version of the Elementum. But as you can see next to your keys, it's the same size. So it kind of makes sense. All right, guys. Hope this video was semi-entertaining. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great freaking rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It genuinely means a lot. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, give me some feedback in the comments below and hit the thumbs down button. In case you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon, which will be listed right here. In that Patreon, we're giving bi-monthly giveaways to just the Patreons based on the number of Patreons that we have in the Patreon. We will also be giving discounts on all the knives that I sell based on the number of patrons. My name is Tyler. This is Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great day.